I got a master's degree in security management, which
Okay.
is like James Bond type of shit, because I wanted to be a spy.
Okay, he might be a spy. I don't know.
Dentists suffer from paralysis by analysis. And if you've ever been to a dentist, you will see that they cannot sell anything. This is what most people don't understand. There's a huge difference between dental insurance and medical insurance.
Alrighty, guys, welcome back to another episode of So What's Your Goal? I'm your host, Travis Otto, and today we're coming to you live from Las Vegas. And you guys are going to want to pay attention to this episode because we truly have an exceptional guest with us all the way from, he lives in Spain right now. So he flew in from Spain, originally the crazy Russian. But now listen, lately we've been getting a lot of new listeners, a lot of new viewers to this podcast. So if you guys are new to the show, you're going to want to stick through the end because I can assure you that we're going to help you learn something that can improve your life in at least one or three ways. Hopefully all of them, but your health, your relationships, and your money. But most importantly, we're going to inspire you to take action. So today we have with us Max Zanan, right?
Yes,
Is that how you
sir.
say it?
That's right.
So tell us about yourself, man. Where are you from?
So I was born in Moscow, and I came to America when I was 16.
Okay.
And I had a crazy idea of becoming an attorney. Right?
Okay, a Russian attorney.
And I actually went to law school. And once I got there, I realized that this is not for me
Why?
because it was so boring. and if you go through life, right?
You don't seem like a guy who likes to follow rules, though. And there's a lot of rules in being a lawyer.
Right, but if you go through life, right, you will encounter attorneys, right? And I promise you, you'll never really meet a happy attorney.
Yeah.
They look pretty miserable.
They do always look stressed out and shit.
Yeah. So then I figured because in Russia they put a lot of value on education. So I figured if I dropped out of law school, I should at least get a graduate degree, like a master's degree.
Yeah.
And I got a master's degree in security management, which
Okay.
is like James Bond type of shit,
Yeah.
because I wanted to be a spy.
Okay. He might be a spy. I don't know.
So after I graduated, I went
Did you
to
want to
the-
be a spy for Russia or a spy for the United States?
for United States.
Okay.
This is
he's
the
good.
greatest country in the world. But I figured they'll send me to Russia. You
Yeah.
know?
Say go back to Russia
Right.
as a spy. Oh, that's
So-
dangerous.
Yes. And I was willing to play the game, right? So I went to the U.S. Army Recruitment Center.
Yeah.
And I said, guys, I have this master's degree. I want to be, in the intelligence community. And they said, thanks God for this recruiter. He was really honest.
Yeah.
And he said, not to like rain on your parade, but in order for you to be a spy, you have to have top secret security clearance.
Yeah.
And the only way to get it is that you have to be born in America. So if you're not born in America, you can get secret clearance.
Okay.
But the secret clearance will only let you like serve tea and coffee to the spies. Right? You'll never be a spy.
You can be a spy assistant. Okay.
Right. So that was the end of it. And out of necessity, I needed to get a job.
Yeah.
And as you know, car dealers, they hire anybody who can fog up a mirror.
Okay. After breathing. Yeah.
And I was that guy.
Okay.
I never sold anything in my life.
Yeah.
And I got hired by a car dealer 2 blocks away from my college. And they trained me, and the rest is history,
So you got into the car business. How long were you in the car business for?
So I started selling cars in 2001.
Okay.
And I left retail in 2008.
So 7 years.
7 heavy-duty years, because from a salesperson,
Yeah.
I became a sales manager, a finance manager, finance director, general sales manager, service manager, general manager, and a platform president.
Oh, wow. You moved up quick in 7 years.
Yeah, but
mean-
I worked like not bell to bell, but like 7 to 11.
Yeah.
So I'll give you an example. In 2004, I had 4 days off because we were closed 4 days a year. It was New Year's, Christmas, Easter, and Thanksgiving.
So you're a guy who can just wake up and do it again every day.
Yeah. Yeah. And I ran the most profitable and the highest volume Mitsubishi dealership in America.
Pretty impressive, man.
Yeah.
In 7 years, you got it to be like that.
Yeah.
Well, you seem just like the kind of guy who has an answer for everything. Oh, you don't want to buy it today? Well, why not? Like I've got 15 reasons why you should.
Right. It's today or never, right?
Yeah, today or never. Oh, that's pretty cool, man. So you did that for 7 years, then you got done with that.
So what happened in 2008 is that Lehman Brothers filed for bankruptcy,
Yeah.
right? And we had the financial crisis.
Yeah.
And everything stopped, right? You couldn't sell cars because you couldn't get people financed,
Yeah.
right? Because lending dried up. So
Oh, yeah, that was right around 2008. Yeah, 7 years. Okay, so yeah, no shit, you got out.
Right.
It was a bad time.
Right. So you had to figure out what to do with your life.
Yeah.
And when you are in retail, you have like this blinders on, right? All
Yeah.
you need to do is sell cars, parts, and labor.
Yeah.
You never think about the finance department and the products that they sell.
Sure.
And it was not even a consideration in my mind.
Yeah.
And then I met a guy and he's like, let's sell these products to dealers. And that's by accident. I ended up being an agent.
Yeah. So what he's talking about, guys, for those of you who don't know, is he does what I do, or did what I do, still kind of does. But essentially, when you go buy a car from a dealership, the last person you see is the finance manager. That guy is going to tell you this car is a piece of shit. It's not going to make it down the street. And that's why you need to buy the extended warranty, the gap coverage, the tire and wheel, because you're not going to be able to afford it. So all those products that the dealerships sell, that's what me and him provide to these guys. Someone's got to provide the product. Someone's got to pay the claim. So we provide those to the dealers and the dealers sell those to you. So that's when you quit the dealership life and you want to be an agent. But even then, like, why would you go be an agent when the market's like declining? They can't sell cars anyway.
Right. So the funny thing is that what happens when they can't sell cars, they have to make up the difference somewhere.
Oh, that's true. So F&I is huge.
Right.
Yeah. They're like, fuck, everybody's buying 2 warranties a day.
And the same thing happened during COVID.
Yeah.
Right. Because
yeah.
the car sales went down.
Yeah.
But the F&I product sales went up.
Well, also front end profits went up too.
That's it.
That's
it.
That's crazy. So that's how you got into it.
Yeah.
And so you've been an agent. So are you, you're still an active agent, right?
I am.
You still
but listen, as you know, right, we're in a pretty competitive space.
Extremely competitive.
So we compete with each other. We compete with the big box providers, big insurance companies, with the manufacturers themselves.
Yeah.
Right, because they offer these products also white labeled as Chevy or Toyota or Honda.
Yeah.
So, I wanted to find another avenue. And I came across dental.
So you went from competitive to teeth. Everybody's got teeth.
Listen, everybody drives a car.
Yeah.
But there's so many people trying to service automotive industry. Mm-hmm. Whereas in dental, really nobody thought about the warranty side of the business. So there are not that many people that are servicing that industry in our capacity.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, when you think of extended warranties, you think of used cars, you think of the car business, but you never think about it from a dental standpoint. And that's kind of interesting. How did you come up with this idea for, before, we haven't really gotten too much into it, just kind of telling you guys about it, but basically he has his dental warranty program. And I don't know, tell us how you thought about this. Cause like people who are listening are gonna go, oh, dental warranty, that makes sense. I mean, don't dentists already have a warranty on it? Like if something breaks,
So this is,
I have dental insurance, that's another thing probably I think
right.
about. Like, I don't need dental warranty, I have dental insurance.
Right. So this is the crazy thing, right? That nobody realizes that when you buy a car,
Yeah.
you are protected by a federal law called lemon law.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not, the law is on your side. There's no such thing in dental. So believe it or not, if you go to a dentist anywhere in America and you get whatever procedure you need to get done,
Yeah.
there is really no warranty or guarantee implied.
Yeah. So if you have a bad dentist, does bad work.
So maybe they will redo it if it goes wrong. The first 6 to 12 months, they will say, okay, Travis, no problem. Come back. I'll redo it.
Yeah.
For the sake of maintaining a good doctor-patient relationship.
Sure. They want you to come back.
But they are not obligated to do this because if you think about it, and I learned this from dentists, your mouth is the most toxic environment in your body.
Sure. Yeah.
So nobody can really predict what will happen after they do the procedure.
Yeah.
And therefore, they cannot really warranty it.
Sure.
So to me, it seemed kind of unfair, right? And you mentioned dental insurance.
Yeah.
right? And this is what most people don't understand. There's a huge difference between dental insurance and medical insurance. So, and I'll give you an easy example. If you break your finger today, your medical insurance will cover it.
Yep.
And if you'll break it the same finger next year, your medical insurance will cover it again.
Yeah.
This is not how it works in dental. So if you need a crown, your dental insurance will cover this crown today. And if it breaks next year and you call them to file another claim, they will say, Travis, your dental insurance policy only covers one crown every 5 years. So the next one is on you.
Next one's on me. And they're not cheap, right?
They're not cheap.
Like what, $1,000 easily?
So $1,000 is your best case scenario.
I think I have two, but I don't remember how much they were. I think I have 2 crowns.
If you go New York, LA, Chicago, it can get up to 3,000.
Shit. It's expensive.
Yeah.
It's like the same thing. You know, if something happens to your car, how are you going to possibly afford to pay for that?
Exactly.
And this is even more important than your car, arguably, because it's your health, right?
That's right.
Like if you have a crown that breaks or a tooth that breaks and you don't get it fixed, you're going to get infected. You could die.
But I'll give you a better one. Like we're talking about crowns, right?
Yeah.
1,000 to 3,000. But there's some dental procedures out there that are more expensive than cars.
Really?
So there's a dental procedure called All-on-4.
Okay.
So All-on-4 goes for $75,000. You can go to any dentist in America, and they will quote you $75,000.
Yeah.
So imagine this: I walk you into a brand new Lexus dealership.
Okay.
And say, Travis, this is a brand new Lexus at $75,000, but it does not have a factory warranty. Would you buy it?
Hell no. $75,000 car, no warranty. There must be something that's going to go wrong. There's a reason why there's no warranty.
Right.
That's immediately where my brain goes.
Right. So the same thing. If I walk you into a dental office and I say, Travis, it's going to be $75,000 for this All-on-4, and I promise you, your dental insurance doesn't cover it, so you have to pay out of pocket.
Yeah. It's still a big investment. Yeah. And what if you're do they finance those procedures?
They do.
Oh shit.
They do. They do. And the funny thing is about financing is that the same companies that finance repairs in a car dealership and the service department, these are the companies that operate in the dental space.
And they loan money for for teeth?
Yeah.
That's hilarious, man.
Yeah.
So cars and teeth, they're not that
far apart.
Not that far apart. You would think they would be, but they both serve a very important role in your life. So now we've got this dental warranty program that you guys put together that basically does what? How does it work?
So it basically covers the patient for 5 years for the entire dollar amount that they spent on that procedure. So it doesn't matter whether you spend $1,000 or $75,000 or $100,000 on your teeth. You are covered. And you are covered with no deductible, no copay, nothing, no questions asked. So it's really good for the patient because every patient is the consumer first. And as consumers, we encounter warranties in our daily lives.
Absolutely.
Right? So you don't have to be explained by a dentist what a warranty is.
No.
You instinctively understand it.
Yep.
And it's also good for the doctor, right? Because now they can market differently. And they can say, unlike my competitors, I stand behind my work. And I guarantee my work for 5 years, no questions asked. So again, going back to car business, there are only 18,000 new car dealers in America, but there are 200,000 dental practices in America. So it's super, super competitive. So as a doctor, if you can get a competitive edge in order to get a new flow of patients, more power to you. You know, but then it's not just about patient acquisition, right? It has to do with patient retention. So again, we took this idea from car business. You know, you have to go back to the dealer to change oil. In order for your factory warranty to be active. Right?
You got to maintain the car.
That's right. So in order for you to maintain your dental warranty, you have to go back to the dentist, let's say every 6 months for a checkup.
You're supposed to, which I do. I reluctantly do. But,
but not everybody does that. So now they have more reasons to go back. And once you're there, let's say you got a crown, right? And the dentist says, Travis, this crown is okay, no issues. But we found a cavity in another tooth. And why don't we take care of it while you're here? So by bringing people back to the dental office, we help them generate additional revenue stream.
Yep.
Because they can offer extra treatment plans if necessary.
Yeah. That's true.
At the same time, we can eliminate negative online reviews and stressful conversations.
How are you going to do that?
So imagine you got a crown, right? And it breaks 4 years down the road.
Yeah.
You do not have a warranty.
Yep.
So you will call your doctor and say, hey, doctor, my crown broke.
Yeah.
So I promise you, 99% of doctors will say the same thing. They will say, Travis, with all due respect, it's been 4 years. I'm really not responsible for that. And if you want me to redo it, you got to pay for it all over again.
Yeah. Then they probably lose that customer because they're like, fuck you,
Right. So you might be convinced that it's their fault.
Yeah.
Right. So what do people do when they're pissed?
They write a bad review. And they tell all their friends, never go to this dentist. He's a piece of shit. You never believe this.
And the review is never a paragraph, right? It's like a composition.
Yeah. And so everybody wants to read what happened, what could possibly have gone wrong.
Right. And usually it starts, if I could give 0 stars, I would, right?
Yeah.
So now imagine the same scenario. You call the doctor and say, hey, doctor, my crown broke. And he says, no problem. You have a warranty. Make an appointment. Come in tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll get it redone. No money out of pocket.
Easy.
So now the doctor looks like a hero.
Yeah.
Now, another aspect is that in car business, when customers get pissed, what do? Attorney General.
Oh, yeah. They'll go to the state Better Business Bureau.
That's it. So
yeah.
in dental, it works the same way. So what they do, they go to the State Dental Association, and it's called a peer review case.
Yeah.
So basically, the state association will have other dentists review the case. And there are only 2 outcomes of that review. You will either have to give money back to the patient for the procedure or part of the money back.
Yeah.
Or you will have to redo it
for free.
So now this dental warranty, right, covers the patient for the entire dollar amount that they spent on the procedure.
Yeah.
So it should never escalate to a negative review or to a peer review case because you can just take care of the patient.
Yeah. Just the money's already there. It's already on the books. The dentist doesn't have to really worry about it because it's like, dude, I already got paid for this in advance, if something were to happen. And not everybody's going to have an issue.
That's right.
That's the name of the game with extended warranties. Like
right.
Most people won't have to use them, but the people that do will benefit from them greatly. Which is the idea. Interesting. Now you told me something interesting. We're kind of sidetracked here about dentists just as a whole, because like my least favorite doctor to go see is the dentist. And you told me that suicide rates among dentists are like the highest.
So dentists have the highest suicide rate in America and the highest depression rate in America.
Because?
And there are 3 reasons for it. So first, if you've ever been to a dentist, it's probably a little office with no windows.
Yeah.
So imagine working in that workspace for 40 years.
Yeah.
Without sunlight. Just think about it.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the reason number 1. Reason number 2, and don't forget, you're always in this hunched over position.
Yeah, you're like this.
So that you're injury prone, whether it's shoulder, your wrist, right? And you're like a baseball player.
Yeah.
Right?
If you get injured, you're out.
That's it.
Yeah.
Nobody can do what you do.
Yeah.
So the second reason is that, and I promise you this is a true statement, everybody who goes to a dentist, right? Nobody says, oh my God, I couldn't wait to see you.
You're my favorite person to see. Yeah.
Right.
I literally tell my dentist every time I see him, like, I'm so fucking pissed to be here. Like, just get out of here as fast as I can. Like, I hate it here. Like, that's what I tell him every time.
Right.
But now I feel bad after you told me that. I was like, shit.
But it's not just you.
Yeah.
Everybody says that.
Yeah.
So imagine you're a dentist.
Yeah.
And you hear this every day for 40 years.
Yeah. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. Oh, fuck.
How would you feel?
Horrible.
And on top of it, you add the debt load, right? Because the debt that dentists have is something that most people don't understand. To go to a dental school, and you can go on Instagram and TikTok and just search for videos of dentists telling you what their student loan debt is.
Yeah.
It's not uncommon to have a $700,000-$800,000 student loan.
That's crazy.
And then you come out, think about it. You come out, you have no experience, right?
Yep.
but you know what you're doing, right?
Yeah,
In
you know how to
theory.
fix teeth in theory, right?
So what do you have to do? You have to get a job in another dental practice just to get some real world experience.
yeah.
So an average salary for an associate dentist is $200,000 a year.
Okay.
It sounds like a lot.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not. You take out the taxes.
Depending upon where you live, that could be half.
So in New York City, it would be 54%
Yeah.
between state, federal, and city.
Yep.
And then you have to pay your student loan. And then you got to live your life, right?
Yeah.
You probably have a boyfriend or a girlfriend. You want to buy a car,
Yep.
right? And as a dentist, you probably want to buy a BMW.
Yeah, because you've been
Not a Honda.
You've been slumming it for like, however many
10,
years,
10 12 years, right?
Yeah, to just be a dentist. Yeah.
And then, you get into a relationship and you want to buy a house.
Yeah.
Right? So now you have your
Or
student
kids,
loan,
Yeah.
car payment,
Yeah.
and a mortgage.
Yeah.
And $200,000 a year no longer sounds that great.
Nope.
But then you develop an itch, right? Once you get enough experience to open your own practice. It's not cheap either, right?
Yeah.
A practice loan is anywhere from $500,000 to $1.5 million. Because you got to get the space, you got to get the
Yeah.
equipment,
So you
right?
could be millions of dollars in debt by the time you actually open up your business.
But this is the most upsetting thing for me. You open up your business. So now you have the student loan and the practice loan debt.
Yeah.
But when you paid $500,000 or $700,000 for your dental school, you got 0 business management classes.
That's true. Yeah.
So you open your practice, you don't know how to negotiate a lease,
Nope.
how to negotiate with suppliers, how to recruit people, how to retain talent,
How to manage people,
how to manage, how to market, how to advertise.
how to budget.
Right.
Yeah, you
How
don't.
to-
You don't know nothing. They don't teach you anything. My wife is going to CRNA school, and like they teach you just everything about your exact single task, which in this case is dentistry. That's all you know. They don't teach you business know-how. They teach you nothing. Like you basically are just an idiot who knows how to do one thing. You
That's
know?
right.
Like no offense, but it is what it is.
Right. But it's hard to be successful just by being a good doctor.
Yeah.
Because there are economic considerations.
Yeah.
Right. And you have to be a leader. You have to find a good office manager, a good receptionist. Because listen, if your receptionist cannot answer phone properly, your business is done. I don't care how good of a dentist you are.
Yeah.
If she can't make an appointment or she doesn't sound good on the phone, she's not courteous or polite,
Yeah.
it's game over.
So now you got to be a trainer too.
That's right. So the patient will never find out how good of a dentist you are, right? If you're, and this is the mistake that a lot of dentists make, right?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I'm going to get a receptionist minimum wage. But
Yeah.
for minimum wage, you're going to get minimum results.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. That's crazy, man. I mean, almost sounds to me like, just objectively looking at it, it's like the whole system of, going to dental school is just set up to make you a bill payer.
That's it.
Like,
A consumer and a taxpayer.
a consumer and a taxpayer to fix people's teeth. And so it's like it is like you're trapped on a rat wheel. You're trapped in the matrix. Like you're buried in the matrix.
And this is the reason why dentists work into their 70s and 80s.
Yeah. You always see old dentists. Yeah, that's true. Because they're just so damn in debt. And so side note then, so you are, and one of the things I want to mention to you guys is like coming from the automotive industry, right? Like they teach you a lot about just how to be how to be like an entrepreneur, how to be like a business owner, because in a car dealership, there's so many departments. You've got sales, service, finance, parts, and, then upper management, and if you've experienced all of those levels of the dealership by then, you know how to run a business, you can grow, scale, you know how to teach people, fire people, train people, marketing, how to negotiate. I mean, you come out of there like with a really good education. You got like 7 years, gave you a really solid education.
Like a Navy SEAL.
Yeah, you're like a Navy SEAL, exactly. Yeah, in the car business, you're like a Navy SEAL businessman.
That's right.
And out of dentistry school, you're a dentist, but you don't have any business acumen. And so part of this whole, dental warranty thing, obviously, you're thinking of the dentist in mind and how you can not only help the customer, but potentially help dentists pay off their student loan debts quicker and help dentists, make more money. without really charging more, or like, how does it all work?
So the cost of the dental warranty is insignificant, right? It's 15% of the cost of the dental procedure.
Yeah.
So instead of paying, let's say, $1,000 for a crown, you would pay $1,150. Yeah. But it will come with a 5-year warranty. Mm-hmm. And I don't think you would have any objection to it.
No.
And I'll give you a perfect example. Again, from car business. 40 years ago, when Kia and Hyundai entered the American market, right? Nobody would buy their cars.
Yeah.
Right? Because we don't know who they are. Like they're from South Korea. Yeah. Nobody knows the quality. So how did they overcome the hesitation? 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty.
Yeah, I remember seeing the ads for that on TV. 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty.
And this is the ultimate consideration when it comes to buying a Kia or a Hyundai. Even now, 40 years later.
Yeah.
You cannot get that type of a warranty from Toyota, from Honda, from Cadillac, from Chevy, from anybody.
Yeah.
Right?
They just won't do it.
So the consumer understands the value of the warranty. Mm-hmm. So now, when you pay for that warranty in a dental office, you are happy because you have a peace of mind and financial security. The dentist should be happy too, because majority of dentists do a phenomenal job.
Yeah.
Right? They've been trained well. So the probability of you coming back is really low. That means that there will be a lot of money left over after claims are paid.
Yeah.
And what we do, we share that money back with a dental practice. Mm. So now they can pick up millions of dollars.
Yeah. So if you can make an extra $150, $200 a client in net profit, like what would that do for your dental practice? Is that like what you're seeing, or is it more?
It's actually more because not only that we take the money for the warranty, right? The premium dollars. Yeah. They don't sit in a safe. Yeah. Right. We invest them in the market. Mm. So they earn investment income also. Yeah. And on top of it, there's a preferential tax treatment. Mm. So this money doesn't get taxed as ordinary income. It gets taxed as long-term capital gains. Yeah. And depending on your tax bracket, capital gains is either 15 or 20%. Yeah. Whereas ordinary income, like I'm telling you this as a New York City resident. Yeah. Federal, state, and city, 54% combined.
That just seems fucking insane to hear that shit. It's like a joke, dude.
Right. So we can put millions of dollars back into the dental practice owner's pocket. Yeah. In a tax preferred environment. Yeah. And they can do whatever they want to do with the money. They can pay off their student loans faster, buy more equipment, get another practice, retire sooner, spend time with their kids and grandkids. Yeah. Not commit suicide. Yeah. Or just buy a Porsche or a Ferrari.
Yeah,
right?
That'll make you happy. Right. you ever seen somebody mad or upset in a Ferrari? No, right. They're always happy.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah. So there's one other thing too that, this is not, coming from the automotive industry, this is what we do in the automotive industry, right? This is what it is in a nutshell. So like a dentist hearing this, okay, it sounds crazy, it sounds interesting. But I mean, like, are there any like success stories from the automotive industry? I think you shared with me one that's kind of cool. So
dentists think that, like we made this up, right?
Yeah,
like,
you sound like you're full of shit. You're an extended warranty salesman.
Right.
Like, I'm not going to fall for that.
And I keep telling them that this is nothing new. I did not invent it. I wish I could. Yeah. I wish I could patent it. Yeah. I cannot. This is all public information. Yep. All you have to do is Google it, right? And all you have to do is Google 831B microcaptive. This is an IRS code that allows a business to open an insurance company and get all the tax benefits that come with it. Yeah. Because insurance companies are taxed differently compared to any other business.
Yep. They're not taxed. They're not taxed on the money that they bring in every day. They're taxed on the earned premium.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So now with the car dealers, right? They've been doing it since 1986. Yeah. This is nothing new. So when you talk to a car dealer about reinsurance or warranties, you really don't need to go into a detailed explanation because conceptually they understand the concept. Yeah. With dentists, it's a little different because they think that this is something new. Yeah. And you have to tell them, no. We're like 50 years in. Yeah.
We've been doing this. Everybody but you knows about it.
Right. Like you just missed the train. Yeah. And I give them the same story that I told you earlier today. Tom Benson. was a big time car dealer in New Orleans.
Yep.
And he sold a bunch of warranties. He put them in this 831B structure. And in 1985, he took the money out and bought New Orleans Saints.
Yeah.
And his family still owns the team. And this is, 40 years later.
Yeah. Still owns the team.
Right.
Bought with extended warranty money.
Right. So it should tell you everything you need to know how profitable this part of the business could be.
Yeah.
And as a dentist, you don't need to take additional continuing education courses. You don't need to buy new equipment. You don't need to learn a new skill set. All you have to do is just offer these warranties together with your procedures, and you will make a ton of money.
So what are some things, dentists hear this, they're still probably skeptical at the end of this. You guys have signed up, tons of dentistry practices at this point in time. And what are some things that you've heard dentists say that are just like objections? What are the objections? What are people saying?
So the most influential dentist in America, his name is Howard Ferran.
Okay.
And you can Google him. He has a dental degree.
Yep.
And he has an MBA.
Okay.
He also happens to be a publisher of Dental Town magazine. And to put this in perspective, Dental Town is what automotive news is in automotive.
Okay.
It's the premier publication.
Yeah. All the dentists read it.
Right.
Got it.
So the circulation is 112,000 dental practices that subscribe to Dental Town. And we did a podcast with Howard. And this is what he told us from day one. He says the difference between car dealers and dentists is that car dealers are type A personalities.
Yeah.
And they make decision quickly.
Yeah.
It could be a good decision or a bad decision.
Yeah.
They can say, Travis, we're not going to do business with you. But they can say, Travis, we will do business with you.
Yep.
But you know where you stand.
Yeah.
Dentists suffer from paralysis by analysis.
Yeah. They're taught to overanalyze everything. You don't want to make a mistake.
Right.
Yeah. Because you'd kill somebody.
Right. But what I tell them is that, listen, when I come to your office and you tell me I need a root canal, I don't get up. Right. I don't say, holy horses, I'm going to go home. I'm going to do my research on the root canals. Right. I'll be back in 2 months.
Yeah.
Right. And then we'll talk about it again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So that's the difference. Right.
Yep.
They need to understand that we are not selling snake oil. This is a time-tested, battle-tested concept.
It's a business solution,
that not only car dealers use, but other industries as well. Because I'll give you an example. When you buy a cell phone,
Yep.
they offer you a warranty.
Absolutely.
Okay. When you buy a solar panel, it comes with a warranty.
Yep.
Right. So all of these things come with warranties, and there's a reason why. None of them do it out of the goodness of their heart.
No.
Right? They do it because there's a tremendous money-making opportunity for them.
Well, and it's also like that same Porsche example where it's like, if it doesn't come with a warranty, are you still interested in buying it? Like
Correct.
how much value does that warranty have?
That's right.
It has a lot of value.
That's
because
right.
if you're like, dude, I'm going to spend, $5,000 on something. And if something goes wrong, like it's on me. When you did the work, are you selling me the product? I was like, I don't know if I like that deal. I was like, you're not going to stand behind anything?
Yeah, but we never think about it when it comes to dentists.
Yeah, no, you don't. It's just like, oh, well, shit happens, it's expensive. I
Right.
just let my teeth rot. or I'm just not going to go because I hate the dentist, know, which you shouldn't say anymore. I didn't realize they're so depressed.
Yeah.
So they give you objections like, I got to think about it. Like, what are some other, give me like two, 3 other objections you heard. The guys who said no. Have you had anybody tell you no?
Of course, yes.
What did they say?
No question about it. I wish I would say no. Nobody said no,
Yeah.
No. So first, they don't believe you that this is possible because it's too good to be true.
Sure.
So they say they're going to do their research. Another problem is that a lot of these guys accept dental insurance. And this is the crazy thing. So let's say you go to a dentist.
Yeah.
You do not, I've never had dental insurance in my life.
Me
it's
either.
a true statement. I don't know what it's like.
Yeah.
So if something hurts, I go and I pay out of pocket.
Yep.
So let's say something hurts. You go to a dentist and he says, Travis, you need a crown. It's $1,000.
Yep.
Right? So you whip out your credit card.
$1,000.
No problem. Let's say you go back to the same dentist. Now you have dental insurance. Same crown. But because he is an in-network dentist, he had to sign a contract with a dental insurance company
Yeah.
and agree to their reimbursement rates for each and every procedure.
Yeah.
So even though he was charging you $1,000 before when you didn't have insurance, now, according to his contract, he can only charge you $650.
Okay.
So think of it from their perspective.
Yeah.
Now you have to write off $350
Yeah.
because you're not allowed by law to ask for that difference.
Got it.
And when you talk to dentists, you will learn that in the last 20 years, insurance reimbursement rates went down by 40%. So imagine in 2024, in order for you to make the same money that you were making in 2004, you would have to work 40% longer.
So it's that's a predicament.
Right.
So so that's where their heads are at. So doesn't that make them think, okay, if there's a way I can pick up, a little bit of extra money, that's a reason why I would say yes. But are you saying that there's guys saying no once they start thinking about that?
Right, because they're like, well, since I can include the warranty in the price of the procedure because I signed the contract with a dental insurance company, I have to
eat it,
or I have to
ask for more. Got it.
And if you've ever been to a dentist, you will see that they cannot sell anything.
Yeah.
Right. So I'll give you an example. You go, and this is a true statement, guys, for anybody. You go to a dentist, I don't care what procedure you get. They say, Travis, you need this, this, and that.
Yeah.
Your next question is what? How much does it cost?
Yep.
So what happens next? The guy looks down. He says, I don't know.
Yeah.
Speak to my office manager.
Yeah.
And you really think that the office manager is going to sell you $30,000 worth of veneers?
No.
How much are you paying that office manager?
Yeah.
Like in automotive, we pay a lot of money to finance managers, right?
Oh man, that just makes my head hurt thinking about that. Yeah.
Because finance managers, I know finance managers that make $500,000 a year, $600,000 a year.
Yep.
I don't know anybody who makes less than $250.
Yep. Yeah, why would you do it if you're not going to?
But show me one office manager in a dental practice that makes $600,000 a year.
Yeah, no one.
Right. So you're talking about minimum wage or double minimum wage.
Yeah.
And as a dentist, if you think that person is going to sell your dental work and they don't even understand what they're selling because they never went to dental school.
Yeah, no, it's a very, because I do that when I go to the dentist because I've had people try to upsell me stuff, and I'm just like, nah, I'm good. And they're like, oh, okay, well, thank you so much.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. I'm like, all right, you're just going to let me walk out. But I never really thought about it from a dealership point of view. Oh my God, I would fire that finance manager in a heartbeat. You'd be done. It's like, dude, you didn't do no value proposition, no objection handling, nothing. You just said, here's the price, here's how much it costs. Do you want it? Yes or no? Nah, dude. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah. And so you're saying that is there some instances in which dentists might have to or dentists should consider training their office managers better on etiquette?
So I think again, because they get zero business management training in dental school, they underestimate the importance of their staff.
Yeah.
That's number one. And number two, there's no shame in selling, right? Profit is not a dirty word, right? And they are embarrassed to pitch you.
Well, they're not salespeople.
They're not. But listen, you went to college 4 years, dental school 4 years.
Yeah.
Probably did residency for 2 years.
Yeah.
You invested 10 years of your life.
Yeah.
Are you entitled to make a profit?
Hell yeah. You're a fucking doctor, right? You should be able to make money. Doctors respected in society,
And what they don't understand is that in a car dealership environment, right? And everybody knows this, right?
Yeah.
Nobody, if you go to a bar and you're trying to pick up a girl, right?
Yeah.
And she says, Travis, what do you do for a living?
Yeah.
And you say, I sell cars.
Yeah.
Game over, right?
Yeah.
Right? But you say, I'm a doctor.
Yeah. Ooh, you're a doctor. Oh, wow.
Right? She's going to stick around, right?
Yeah.
So car dealers, by definition, I think they're on the same level with attorneys and Congress people.
Yeah.
In terms of trust, right? Nobody trusts them.
They said, when at the convention we were at, they said that car dealers are finally in double-digit approval. So we've always been less than 10% of do consumers trust car dealerships? The answer's always been less than 10% of people say that we're trustworthy. And the only people below us was Congress. So Congress is the only other people that they don't trust.
And with that low trust rating, right? Car dealers still manage to sell a lot of warranties and make a lot of money.
Yeah.
But if you talk about doctors, right, the trust level is through the roof.
Yeah, at least 60, 70% people trust
So
their
if
doctor.
I'm in a dental chair, right, and you're my dentist, and you say, Max, you need to get 2 implants and 3 crowns.
Yep.
And it's going to be $17,000.
Yeah.
You're a doctor.
Yeah.
The trust is there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say, no, Travis. That's not what Yahoo Finance said.
Yeah.
Well, let me go see another doctor and another doctor.
Yeah.
Shop around. How many people jump out of the chair to say, I'm going to shop around?
Yeah. Not very many people. Most people are just gonna be like, all right, I've been coming here at least 2-3 times.
Or I'm in pain.
Or I'm in pain. Like, please, God, just make it go away.
Right.
I'll figure it out later.
Right. Here's my credit card.
You do financing?
Right.
Yeah.
Here's my credit card. Just do it. You know, so the expression that you don't see the forest for the trees really applies to the doctors, because they think, right, that their trust level is the same as car dealers. So if they start selling you something, they're going to look like slimy salespeople. Meanwhile, civilians like you and I have ultimate trust in the medical profession.
Yeah.
So if the dentist tells me you need this, this, and that, I'm going to say, okay, doctor.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And if he says, also, I guarantee my work for 5 years, I'm like, well, shit, you must know what you're doing.
Right.
Like, you're willing
More
to put,
props to you.
Yeah, more props to you. Okay, I feel pretty good. Like, and if anything happens in 5 years, you come back, I'll take care of it, no charge. You can't fucking argue with that.
That's right.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Like, no lie.
Yeah.
You know, when you think about it like that.
Yeah.
If he says, hey man, it's 17 grand, and if after today, if anything happens, that's on you.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, well then maybe I should shop around.
Right.
So that would make me want to stay. He's like, all you gotta do is just come back, let me look at your teeth, make sure they're good. Fantastic. That's game over. That makes sense, dude. If you're a dentist out there and you're seeing this, I don't know how it doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
You know, tell me in the comments or send me a message and tell me, dude, this doesn't make sense to you, because I can't see why it wouldn't. You know? So you've had great success. So the dentists who are doing it, are they happy they met you?
They are happy, you know, but again, you know, the level of hesitation is there, because it's really difficult to be the first to the market, right? Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants to be first, but once everybody's doing it, everybody's going to join.
Exactly. Yeah. So once you sign up one dental practice, you know, all these dentists are either friends or are related to other dentists.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They start telling other dentists, and that's how it goes.
Yeah.
You know, but the first one was the first one is always the hardest. Same thing happened in the car dealership business. You know, for me to sign up the first dealer, I had to get thrown out of I don't know how many dealerships.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one thing you guys don't understand about us, man. Is like, we don't take no for an answer. It's like, oh, you no, never, or no, not right now, or no, tomorrow. Like, what is it? You know, like, we don't know. No, you probably have a beautiful smoking hot wife, because you know you just don't know when to quit.
That's right.
You know, that's how I met this one sales guy, and he's like, nice to meet you, man. He's like talking to me. He's like trying to understand what I do. He's like, let me see a picture. You got a girlfriend? He's like, let me see a picture of you two. And I show him. He's like, okay, yeah, she's cute. Okay, you're a closer. What's up? What do you need? Like, he wanted to validate me by how beautiful my wife was. I'm like, yeah, I can sell.
That's
right. You know, I'm not the best looking dude, but I can sell.
That's right.
You know,
that's right.
That's funny, man. So you guys had great success with this, helping out dentists, and I think, I mean, if you're really in a position to where you're $500,000 in debt after dental school, and you can pick up some extra money to help pay off your dental school student loans quicker, you know, and not have to work more for less, like how you're saying, insurance payouts are decreasing.
Yeah.
Pretty strong argument. I don't know. What do you guys think? But, well, cool, man. So I normally try to do a couple of things. Hopefully you guys learn something. If at the very minimum, hopefully you guys listen to this conversation, just think about like Max is a creative guy. Like, he's like, are you a guy who likes competition? You like to beat the competition? Like,
no, I like to create my own market space.
Yeah, we hate just for the record, we hate competing.
Right.
We do it because we have to. But we just want to be like the only guy you think about. You know, when you think of extended warranties, like, it's just me. There's nobody else.
Right.
You know, and that makes us great. So he found a space in which is, after talking to him and listening to him extensively about how this program works, I think it's very underserved, and it's obviously there's a huge need. And these guys are crazy in debt. I mean, health services are very, very important. You got to have good teeth. You got to have good health. And actually, your teeth is probably more important. Your oral health is more important than anything else, because if you have, you know, plaque buildup, cavities, that can lead to heart disease, which can lead to a whole bunch of other problems. The next thing you know, you're dead. And the people who are doing this, like, we need them in our lives, and we need them to be able to make money so they want to do it.
We shouldn't tell them we hate them.
Yeah, we shouldn't tell. Don't tell your dentist that you hate them. Tell them, thank you so much. I know that you know I don't want to be here, but let's make the best of it, you know, that's what I'm going to change my attitude towards anyway.
That's right.
You know,
and I got to say, it's really rewarding because, you know, I publish articles in automotive all the time.
Yeah.
You know, I wrote 5 books in automotive. So in automotive space, a lot of people know me.
Yeah.
It's a small space, but like, which is good enough for me. But I feel really accomplished because in the month of May, I will have my first article published in a dental trade publication.
That's awesome.
It's called Dental Economics. Mm-hmm. And I think every dental practice owner in America subscribes to it.
Wow.
So it's going to be in their paper, print version, and online version.
Yeah.
And I feel
good about it.
Yeah.
I hope you changed a lot of lives, man. I mean, really, truly. You know, I think it's a good deal for consumers, good deal for dentists, and probably a little good deal for you. You know, somebody's got to make a buck, you know,
right.
Helping these people.
Profit is not a dirty word.
No. Well, that's awesome, man. So I got one thing. We're going to side note because I've been asking everybody this question, totally unrelated to anything we've been talking about. So you a
2-pack?
What's that? Bigger 2-pack? No. So you being you're not from this country. You're from Russia. And my question is, Trump or Biden?
Trump.
Trump all day?
All day.
So this is coming from a Russian guy. Is that because the Russians and Trump have been colluding? Is that what this is all about?
No, because let me put it to you this way. I never was into politics before Trump became a president.
Yeah.
So it didn't matter to me if it was Obama, Clinton, Bush Sr., Bush Jr.
Yeah, who cares?
I never voted.
Yeah.
It just didn't matter. You know, and Trump showed that America first is really good for American citizens. I'm an American citizen.
Yeah. I want it to be taken care of.
Right. So I don't want to send money, you know, overseas. I want to fix our infrastructure. I want to help our veterans.
Yeah.
You know, I want to live in the country that gave me an opportunity.
Yeah.
And I want this country to prosper.
Yeah.
So Trump all the way.
Trump all the way. Is this the greatest country in the world?
It is the greatest country in the world. No question about it.
You hear that, guys? Dude came from Russia to the United States to be here. He says Trump. I don't know. I've had people say Biden, you know. They had their own different reasons, but you know, interesting. Thanks for the input on that. Since election year, it's going to be a crazy year. But make sure you guys, if you got something out of this podcast, if you're interested in the dental warranty, if you guys are a dentist listening to this, hopefully we got to you. Reach out to me, send me a message. You know, we'll get you in touch with Max over here, and he can tell you all about it and how you guys can make some money, pay off your student loan quicker, have a better value proposition to your customers. Would you like to offer your customers, hey, man, I guarantee my work for 5 years, or I don't guarantee it at all, you're on your own, good luck? Which one sounds better? I think it's a no-brainer. But anyways, thank you guys so much for listening. It's been another episode of So What You Go. You can find me at Real Travis Otto across all social media platforms, YouTube, LinkedIn, TikTok. Just look me up, Real Travis Otto. And if you need to get in touch with him, give me a message. Thanks, and we'll catch you on the next one.